Alrighty, good morning. Everyone is here. That's a good thing. Okay. Today's class, good morning, everyone. You're going to need a chair, a Pilates ball, a tennis ball, or a different soft ball that you might have individual, and a block. That's it today. Let's move the chair out of your way for now. Take your Pilates ball under your midsection, right below the shoulder blades. And then take your hands behind your head. Interlace your hand, cradle your head, and now lift your hips slightly, just massage your spine. Go all the way towards the space between your shoulder blades, the upper trapezius, and back. Put pressure on the ball. And then slowly start to scrape or lift your body upwards. So the ball goes towards your mid-back, low back, and then come back up all the way to the top. Inhale. And then put all your weight on the ball, start to travel upwards. Your knees will straighten a little bit. And come down again, all the way towards your ball between your shoulder blades, even higher, upper trapezius, and then travel up. Breathe here. And now where your lower ribs are, that's an intersection, gets very congested and weak at the same time. So try to press a little bit more around that mid-back. And then slowly come all the way up to a seat. Take the ball right under your hips, low back region, and now lift your body, rest your head on the floor. Open your feet wide, sway your hips to the right and to the left, and now as if you indenting the ball when you travel in your transition. Almost like a crescent shape, okay? Dip your hips in the center and then sway to that opposite hip. Notice which side gives you more feedback. And now little circle like a hula hoop, but you're not leaving the ball. Circle one way 3 times and then the other way 3 times. Good. Slowly come all the way up to a seat. Rest on the left side. You on your left forearm. And now lift your chest up. Take the ball with you. Lift your back ribs. Inhale. And then exhale. Travel the ball over your head. Gaze towards your left hip. Make it soft. It's no deep stretch. It's just warming up. Inhale. Open your heart. Widen your collarbone. Exhale. One more time. Lift up. This time extend your top leg. Lift your back ribs. Turn your left palm up. You can even lift your left forearm. Whatever feels good. I want it to be light. And then exhale. Take the leg behind you. Tuck your toes under. Press the hand on the ball. Depress the right shoulder. Drop those hips. Pull the hips back towards your right heel. Now, can you lift your chest off the floor so your back body is domed and it's stretched out? Slowly come back up, release it. Good. Take it to the other side. Sit nice and tall. Lift your left palm up behind you. Glutes slightly engaged here. Inhale. And I exhale, travel with the ball. Gaze towards your right hip. Use your breath. Catch yourself holding your breath. Inhale, lift your chest up. Lift your back ribs off your low back. Collarbones are wide. Exhale, reach. Hollow your belly. Last one. Inhale, extend your leg forward. Lift your back ribs up, 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 up. Exhale, left leg behind you, tuck your toes under, reach your arm. Lift your chest off the floor. Slowly come back up and release. All right, watch for a second. We just, again, the little cross fiber, if you have back issues, shoulder issues, hips, all of that, the cross fibers really help to wring out those little cobwebs and also to train your brain to go beyond the forward and backwards, okay? So we're gonna be here and then we'll do a little push-up, extend your leg. Push the floor. I want you to use it very friendly. Legs and glutes are active. Press your elbows. Here I am. Push. Push up and bend and sway your hips. Lift your ribs up every time, even if it's hard. Maybe your right fingertips is behind you to lift your chest. Press your right hand behind you to lift your chest for some of you that really struggle. And then lift your palms up, inhale. That's how you train those fibers. Exhale, little push-up. Lift it up and change. Inhale. Lift your ribs, rotate from the rib cage up. That's better. Exhale, little push-up. Shoulders away from your ears. Lift your left ribs off the floor. Slowly come back. Lift your chest a little taller. Yes. Slowly release. We'll go to the other side. So for a moment, just to train the chest coming up, you see some of you, if you find yourself swaying, right, that way, take your left fingertips behind you and let that help you to lift your body up. That's it. Breathe, lift, lift, lift. Rotate to the left, rotate. Lift your spine even taller. So your left hand down to the floor. Take your left hand down for a moment. Yes. Now lift your spine tall. From the rib cage, rotate. And now lift with your core strength. Twist everything to the right. Plant your hands. Extend your left leg. Little push up. Push the floor. Come back up. Maybe your left hand is always on the floor to help you lift up until those fibers elongate. Breathe here. 3, 2, 1. Travel. Little push up. Extend that leg. Glutes active. Core, shoulders, everything is working. Push the floor. Slowly come up. Inhale. Lift your chest tall. Better. Exhale. To the left, Diane. Didi, twist to the left. Left leg, right leg in, left leg. Lift your chest up. Yeah. Right leg in, left leg out. Yeah. There you go. Lift up, 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 up. Travel with control. Your arms are active. Plant your hands. Little push up. Slow. Hollow your belly. Don't let your chest collapse. And up, push it up and come up. Excellent. Rest on your left side. Make sure you have your tennis ball close by, your Pilates ball close by. And I lost my ball somewhere. Oh, it's right in front of me. Okay, so the most important thing is if you just lift your legs like the noodle, you can do 400 of those, it means nothing. What you want to visualize, that you toning your muscles, there's always a resistance. So in order to understand that, lay on your left forearm, lift your chest up. Now take your right hand to your thigh. Lift your chest, shoulder away from your ear. And now I want you to lift your leg and resist your hand to your leg. Resist your hand to your leg. Frontal ribs doing a little crunch. Keep resisting, keep resisting. Now keep that resisting and move your hand. That's what you want. Okay? Slowly release. If your shoulder bothers you on this variation, actually take the block on the medium setting and rest your head, bring your left arm underneath you. Good. You have a tennis ball, you have your Pilates ball. Now everyone stick your tushy out. That's anterior tilt. That's when your ribs are flaring forward. You have this little duck where your butt's sticking out, and your low back now is doing all the work. That's a big no-no, big X. Now do the opposite. Bring your glutes forward and notice how your ribs right away straighten and you're lifting your chest. Now your low back is quiet. So every time you feel your low back, that means either you're in anterior tilt or you're not engaging your glutes and your core enough. So this is where you are, you're already working. Now, take your ball, the Pilates ball, by you, press your palm down. Your elbow is up towards the ceiling, but depress the shoulder. Squeeze those glutes, spread your toes, inhale. And now exhale, lift like you're pulling a band, a very heavy band, using those outer glutes. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower like you're squeezing a ball. Push. Inhale. Depress the right shoulder, press that ball. Exhale, pull the band, pull the band, pull the band, pull, 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 pull. Hold it here. Close your eyes and hug muscle to bone. Those glutes are forward. For 3. Breathe 2, 1. Lower, 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 and lower. Okay. Move your Pilates ball out of the way, and now take your tennis ball in your hand. Left palm facing up, right palm facing down. Depress the shoulder, glutes are in. And now visualize you have a 10-pound weight in your hand. Lift up your arm. Lift up your arm. Lift up your arm. Lift up your arm. Lift. Lift until your wrist is aligned with your shoulder. Plug the arm in. Glutes forward. Lift the right leg up. Keep breathing here for 4. Plug the arm. Hug muscle to bone for 3, 2, 1. Now don't drop that weight. Bring it down, 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 down. All the way down. Drop your leg. Squeeze the ball. Good. Inhale. Depress the shoulders. Lift your chest. Glutes in. Lift your right palm with resistance for 1. Squeeze the ball. And 2. And 3. And 4. 5. 6. Wrist aligned with your shoulder. Pull the band with your leg. Depress the shoulder. Glutes in. 4. 3. 2. 1. Lower your hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Press your leg down. Good. Take the ball to your left hand. Now you're pressing your right arm, depress the right shoulder. Now you're doing a little push-up. You're gonna come up, glutes are in, push the floor and lift your chest up. Good. And now slowly lower down, lower down, lower down, lower down. Okay. You're gonna stay here. This is perfectly okay, just the way you are. Eventually, if you want a little more, maybe the left hand comes up. This is challenging for me a lot, and I'm doing that because I know I need it because my upper body is way weaker than my bottom. So inhale, squeeze your inner thighs. You can also take your top leg, that will help a lot. Push, oh, see? And I celebrate my weaknesses. Oh, my goodness. Be humble, be humble. This is good work. Maybe your left hand is down on the floor if you need it. Lower, depress the shoulder. Lower, lower, lower. Oh my gosh. And rest. Bend your leg, take a moment. So I always remind myself not to be afraid to be uncomfortable because it gets rusty in the beginning, but then over time you're creating something good in the background. Okay, inhale. Remember your left hand can always be down. Extend your top leg, inhale. Exhale, push. Oh, for 3, 2, 1. Front lower rib doing a crunch. Lower, 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 and lower, and rest. Oh yeah, I'm detoxing. My belly is making noises. Take a moment. Okay, last one. Inhale. Any variation is better than none. Push the floor, depress the shoulders. That top glute is helping a lot. Push. Oh, and release, and I come down, lower, 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 and release. Excellent. Okay, one more important exercise. Bend your knees. Now take the ball to your right hand. Your left hand is making a shelf to your left upper arm. And now you're having like a little square. We're going to have a little tug of war. Depress the shoulders, squeeze your glutes in. And now you're pulling your right arm with a lot of resistance. A lot of resistance. Notice what's working. It's not going to go too far. Lift that arm up, the forearm, as far up as you can. Depress the shoulders for 3. For 2, great mobility as much as strength. Lower, slow with resistance. Lower, 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 hold. Depress the shoulders, glutes are in. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Lift. Press that ball, lift. Oh, breathe and hold. Lift your chest. Shoulders down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower, 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 lower. Okay, last one. Inhale. Shoulders depressed. Squeeze your glutes in. Press the ball, lift and hold. What's working? Lift and hold. Lift and hold. Breathe here, depress the shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower, 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 and rest. Good job. Release, shake your hand. A few shoulder rolls. Good. All right, now take the ball on the low setting. Now watch for a second. I'm going to scoot my hips in a little, and then I'm going to extend my top leg. My right hand is on the ball diagonal, but depress that shoulder. Now listen carefully. You tucking your toes under. We're going to work those big glutes, but everything else is working. Depress the shoulders, toes and foot is behind you. Just watch for a second. Stay here, and now you're going to turn your toes sideways to lift the, no, opposite, sorry. Then lift your heel up, 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 up. Glutes are active. And then turn your toes sideways, and now you're going to crush that ball. Lower down. Okay, here we go. Toes tucked under, depress the shoulder. Lift like you're pulling a band. Lift up for 4, for 3, 2, hold it here. Push the heel out of your low back. Turn your toes sideways. Crash it for 1. Lift your heel for 4, 3, little, 2, 1, hold, lift your ribs. Toes sideways, crash it for 1. Lift for 4, 3, 2, 1, hold. Turn your toes sideways, crash it for 1. Change it up, lift up for 1 and hold. Notice the difference, turn your toes, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up for 1 and hold. Turn, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up for 1 and hold. Turn your toes, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and rest. Shift your hips forward a little, bend your right leg. Extend your top leg. Now you have a little tennis racket here, super strong, solid, 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 solid. Your starting point, your leg is out slightly. Your starting point is about a foot off the floor. Take your Pilates ball in your right hand and now pull it like you're pulling a band. And now lift your left leg to the second floor, to the third floor, lower second, lower first, push the ball forward, but lift your chest up. Everything is active. Pull your ball up, second floor, third floor, hold it here. Go down to your second floor. Lift it up to the third floor. Knee is straight, quad, inner thighs, everything is working. Pull it down, second floor. First floor, pull your ball forward. Depress the shoulders. Pull your ball up. Lift it up, listen, third floor, all the way up. Lower to the first floor. Just teasing those fibers and lift up and hold. Lower with control, first floor. Second floor, hold it here. Pause for 6, 5, 4, 3. Remember it's temporary. 1, lower down, first floor. Right glute is active. Lift third floor. Pause for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and rest. Put the ball between your legs. Take your right fingertips over your head. Breathe. Straighten your legs out if it feels better. Do whatever feels good for you. Flush it out. And I enjoy the undoing. Maybe your right arm opens to the right. Lift your left ribs off the floor. Breathe. Use your breath to iron out all of that. Come back center. Release, rest. We have to do all of down the other side. Wish me good luck. All right, here we are. Take your block on the medium setting. Okay, left hand on the floor. Extend the leg. We'll get to all of it one way or another. So little push-up now. Push and notice which side. The first time your bottom hand is on the floor. Push, left elbow is up, hollow your belly. Glutes active and push the heel out of your way to come up. Now maybe your hand comes off the floor, but depress the shoulders. Lift your chest up. Lower down, slow, 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 and rest. Bend your leg, take a little moment. Now, wherever you feel, that's where you shine your light, that's where you breathe, and that's where you hug muscle to bone. Doing something is better than not doing anything. So little T's, inhale, use whatever props, whatever support you need. Inhale here, lift your hand or not, or push up, and notice which side feels easier. This is all information for you. Lift your chest up, depress the shoulders. My foot is on the floor for right now because I need a little break. Okay, now as I come down, my foot is still down on the floor, down, because my main concern is my upper body. You see, now eventually the legs will come up, take a little rest, bend. Remember, it's super important to push the envelope. Every research that I read and analyze, it always tells you don't stay in the stale position, because from there it's only downhill. So use all the support, but do something more than your comfort zone. Depress the shoulders. Squeeze your inner thighs. The leg is active. Push the heel. That also helps you. Maybe your bottom hand on the floor. Maybe it's off. Oh, push, push, push. Good. Lift your chest up. Depress the shoulders. Hollow your belly. And I slowly come down. You see, it gets easier, a little bit easier, more oil. 2, 1, and release. Okay, take a moment here. Take your hand on your ball, Pilates ball. Fingers are spread out. Depress the shoulders. And now squeeze your glutes in. Push, 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 push. Lift your left leg up with that support. You're putting a band. Glutes in. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2. Notice what's working. Notice how the tissue is sinking deeper and deeper to your bone, and I squeeze that ball between your legs. Nice. Depress the shoulder. The shoulder wants to come up all the time. Inhale, glutes in, lift the band, lift, pull, hold it here, hold, hold, hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, lower, 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 rest, rest. Take your tennis ball. Right palm is up, left palm is down. Depress the shoulders, glutes are active. Crash the tennis ball. Imagine it's 10 pounds. Squeeze your inner glute in. Lift your ribs up. Now lift up, hold. Lift 2, hold. What's working? 3, hold. 4, 5, at 6, your wrist is over your shoulders. Now find your band. Pull, pull. Hold it here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower hand. Lower. 4, 3, lift your chest. 2, 1, crush the ball, slow. Good. Inhale, lift your chest up, squeeze your glutes in. Count of 6, lift for 1 and hold. And 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice every step what you feel. Plug the arm in. Find your super duper heavy band. Lift and pull. Lift and pull. Hold it here. Plug the arm in for 4. Core is active. 2, 1. Lower your hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your leg. Lower your leg. Squeeze the ball. Squeeze the ball. Squeeze the ball and rest. Keep the ball in your left hand, right hand makes a little shelf. And now you're in a little square here. Depress the shoulders, glutes are in. Draw the left arm down and in. Inhale, crush the ball, and now lift, lift, lift and hold. Notice the difference. 4, shoulders down. 3, 2, 1. Lower and resist. Lower and resist. Lower and resist. There's a lot of strength, a lot of mobility. Depress the shoulders, squeeze the glutes in. Inhale. Push the ball and lift for 1. Lift and resist. Find your maximum, the edge, then push a little further there. Keep depressing the shoulders for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower with resistance. Lower with resistance. Lower with resistance and hold. Depress the shoulders. Squeeze your inner glutes. Lift up last time. Lift and hold. Squeeze the ball. Lift and hold. Lift and hold your maximum there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower, 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 and rest. Good job. Release it. Shoulder roll. Stick your tushy in and out a little bit. Wiggle your toes. Okay. Squeeze your chest forward. Lower the block to the low setting. Bend your bottom leg and extend your top leg. Point your toes. Take your Pilates ball, diagonal, and depress the shoulder. I want the chest to lift up. Your chin will be above your upper arm. Turn your toes down, lift your heel up. Squeeze your inner thighs, inhale. And now lift your heel. Turn your toes sideways. Take your leg behind you. Those glutes are working. And now crush the ball for 3, for 2, for 1. Lift your heel for 1. Hold. Push the heel out of your low back. Pull. Turn your toes. 3, 2, 1. Lift up for 1 and hold. Push the heel. Turn your toes. Depress the left shoulder. Squeeze down. 3 and 2, 1. Your glutes are active. Your legs are active. Your core, your shoulders. 1 more. Lift up and hold. Push the heel. Turn your toes. 3, 2, 1. Change it up. Lift up for 1 and hold. Little. 2 and hold. Notice the difference in the fibers. 3 and hold. Press your bottom hip down. Turn your toes. Press it for 1. Lift up for 3 and 2, 1. Turn sideways. Press it down for 1. 1 more. Lift up for 3, 2, 1. All our butts are going to lift 1 inch. What a celebration. Turn your toes sideways. Crush it down for 1. Oh, yes. Bend your left leg. Scoot your hips to the right a little. Take a little break. Take a moment. Breathe. Give yourself the opportunity to empty all the toxins out of your body, the stress. As we go to the deep end, we're niggling the layers of the body, and then you're releasing toxins, stored energy that has been there forever. So give your body, the nervous system, a chance to really empty that. Let the confetti leave your body, the dust. And then your next breath is liberating you. All right. Top leg, left leg is glutes active. Extend your bottom leg, and now you have this engagement all the way around you. Take your Pilates ball. Lift your right leg 1 foot off the floor. That's your starting point. Now visualize you put saran wrap or a band all the way around your leg, from the arches of your feet all the way to the hip. You press the shoulder, lift up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Plug the arm in. Lift up second floor. Eyes this side different, third floor. Shine extra light, hug muscle to bone. Lower down second floor. First floor. Lower your hand, lower your hand, lower your hand. Lift your chest. Pull up for 3, for 2, and for 1. Lift up to the third floor. Up there. That left glute is active. Lower down to the first floor. Lift up for the second and third. Lower all the way to the first floor. Lower your arm with control, with control, with control. Lift your chest. Lift your arm for 3 and 2 and 1. Lift your leg for the third floor. The left glute is active. Second floor. Third floor, push it up. First floor. Second floor, hold it here. Pause for 6, 5, with control. 4, 3, 2, 1. Third floor, hold it here. Pause for 6, 5, almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down for 1. Take a little rest. Very nice. Breathe here. Take the ball between your thighs. Feel free to stay here. You can extend your legs, and then you can open your left arm. Don't worry about the arm not touching the floor, but try to lift your right ribs off the floor. Breathe like you're lifting and twisting. Energize the right shoulder. Breathe. Three, 2, 1. Slowly release and come back. All right, come up to a seat. Take a little water break if you need it. You can sit with the cross-legged, you can sit on the block, you can sit on the chair. Allow your knees to be lower than your hips, okay? If that's a struggle, I would say sit on a chair, okay? It makes it easier so you can relax. If you have to worry too much about your hips and your knees, then you're not going to be able to do a good job where we're going. So now I want you to take the ball and free your fingers. The heels of your hands are pressing, front lower ribs down. Now see if you can shift your weight, your seat, your shoulders back. So now your shoulders over your hips. Lift your spine tall, inhale. Then press the shoulders down, and now press the ball. Keep breathing, lift your chest taller. Front lower ribs doing a little crunch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, slowly release. Take your palms, left palm down, right palm up. Depress the shoulders. Shift your weight back a little. Now press the ball. Oh, shine a light where you feel the awkward. Breathe into the awkward. You're stretching that tissue, the fascia. You're strengthening for 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand is on top. Pay attention. Take a little rest. Every time you go through a different experience, go through those photos and embrace them into your portfolio. Okay, that's how you get stronger and versatile. Palms forward, depress the shoulders, shift your weight back, turn your left palm up, inhale, exhale, crush the ball. Front lower ribs doing a little crunch. Shine a light and hug muscle to bone where you feel awkward. 4, 3. Notice the different dynamics. It's like different orchestras in your body. 2, 1. Turn your palms in and rest. That making me almost nauseous. And I celebrate that because that means it's out of my comfort zone. There's something new in there. And I'm poking into those, stored energy. It could be toxins, all of that. Breathe. Recovery is an amazing healer. Okay, I'm going to go one more time. Inhale. Turn your right palm up. Shoulders back and down. Lift your ribs and do a little crunch with your front lower ribs. Press it in. Keep breathing. Squeeze the ball for 4. Close your eyes. Feel where is it traveling to. The little quiet areas. 1. Turn your palms in and rest. Visualize how your tissues are coming together, your muscles, your fibers, your tendons. Last one, palms towards one another, depress the shoulders, shift your weight back, turn your left palm up. Inhale, exhale, squeeze it in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it, take a little rest. So today I wanted to just show you, because we all travel around the holidays and any other time. You can do many, many beautiful work, a lot of different varieties of work with what you have. So you could have taken that tennis ball and deflate this ball and go anywhere. Okay, everywhere you have a chair. And look how much we were able to do today with just those 2 little objects. You don't need big machines. You don't need anything complicated and fancy and expensive. So always keep that in mind that, whatever you have, you can make it work. All right. The last things, massage your head, stretch out your legs a little, and then massage your knees different ways, different areas. Okay. We have one more, and I'm going to show you. So again, there's always something on the menu. Even if you're in a wheelchair and you're willing to be a good student, you have something you can do. And today I'm going to modify it specifically just to show you. So just watch for a second. We do a lot of the prep work, like the floor exercise, but then, when we walk in, this is the real, the real work is when we're vertical. So just watch for a second. I'm going to take the ball. That's the modification. Standing on my left leg, lift my right. Okay? And now as I bend the left leg, find your train track, look under your belly, do your best. Sometimes I like to put my foot down, see where I am, and then lift it up in a straight line. And I bend the knee any amount, shift your weight back. Okay, my right hand is here on the floor. Maybe it's here. And then push and come up, tap the chair. Okay, you can do both hands. Look at me. Here, bend your knee like the little push-up, but don't lean forward, lean back. And your knee doesn't have to be all the way bent. If you have problems with your knee, a little at a time will get you there. Push through the left glute and tap. All right? We have 5 just like that. So remind yourself, the problem a lot of the times is that the ego gets in the way. You don't have to do everything in a, in an ideal. There's no ideal. It's what ideal for you. Let me see here. I'll do it this way. Okay, good. So walk away from the chair. We're standing on the left leg. We're gonna start with the modified first. Take your right leg behind you, tuck your toes, point your toes to the floor, and now shift your weight back. Bend the left leg, lift your chest off the floor, you're light on the chair. Now lift your right leg, gaze forward. Shift back, bend your left knee any amount. Now you're gonna fire up the left glute as you lift your chest and then tap the chair. Good. Inhale. Think of your chest from the hips coming forward as the leg goes back and you find your chair. Those glutes are active. Drop the right hip down, internally rotated. Now bend your left leg a little, shift your weight back. Some of you may tap the floor with your right hand. Fingers, And I push, come all the way up and tap. And now remember, for most of you, the hands are on the chair, light. Inhale, use your balance. Lift your right foot, shift back, squeeze those inner legs, and then shift forward with your chest, find the chair. Square your hips. Bend your knees, shift back. Maybe your right fingertips touching, maybe not. Core active. Push the floor through the left glute like you're putting a little weight in your right hand and then come up. This is fantastic work to strengthen. Hands to your heart, push. Fire up the left glute. Last one, inhale. Now remember, your hands can be there and they can go away. Sometimes I like to use my hands to really give me that feedback. Either way, it's all good. Listen to your body. Lift your right foot, stand strong on your left glute. And now shift forward as your leg goes back. Breathe, maybe you hover, maybe your hands touch the end, maybe just your fingertips touching. Ooh, squeeze those inner thighs, glutes active for 3. Bend your left leg and shift your weight back, 2 and 1. Push up, 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 and then come up. And if you feel wobbly, that means you need to do this more often. Release it. Take the left leg that you were working on. And then I'll do it this way so you can see me. Take the left heel on the chair. Heel to your right foot to the right. And now you're doing a little squat. It's just a stretch here. Shift your weight back. Breathe, shine a light through the connections there to the hip. When you get fatigued, you're coming up. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Crease of the hip takes you down. Push the hips back. Core muscles are active. Relax your shoulders. Now drag energetically the left heel to your left sit bone. Breathe. Slowly come up. One last time, inhale. Exhale. Remember, you don't have to bend the right knee a lot. Draw the left heel towards your sit bone. Come up, release, take it out. Good job. Side B. Take your hands on the chair, walk your feet away from the chair. Extend your left leg behind you, toes on the floor. Square your hips. Lift your chest, inhale, and now lift your left leg up. Bend your right knee and shift your hips back, back, back. Now ever so slowly fire up the right glute. Push, you can still feel your fingertips on the chair until you just transition. Slow or fast in the beginning. You have to fire up the glute and your mid-back has to be strong. Yes. If you allow your body to be noodly, you're not going to be stable. Inhale, gaze forward. Lift your left foot off the floor. Take your inner thighs together. Now shift forward and find your chair. Extend the left leg and drop the left hip down. For some of you, bend your knee. Maybe the left fingertips touch the floor. It's not necessary. But test the water. Maybe you're halfway. And now slowly push the floor to the right glute. Lift, lift. This is amazing work. And then tap. That's it. Your mid-back is strong. Good, Cindy. Lift your chest up. Your arms are active. We have two more. Inhale. Lift your left leg up. This is fundamental. Balancing as we age is super important because people fall and hurt themselves. Go slow. Push your hips back. Bend your right knee any amount. Maybe your left hand comes down. See, and I have an imbalance here. I'm wobbling. I find that I'm almost falling, but I'm working on it. I have to adjust to notice where. And then push through the right glute and come up. Ooh, it's exhausting in a weird way. Unload that tension. You have only one more. Inhale. I promise you'll all feel really good tomorrow. You'll see. Inhale. Whoop. Lift your left leg up. Squeeze. Take it back behind you. Squeeze those inner thighs as your chest comes forward through the right glute. Find your chair, fingertips maybe. Drop the left hip down. Bend your right knee. Maybe your left fingers touch the floor. That's good because the right hip is working differently. Feel it. Don't be afraid to be challenged. And now here's your last one. Push through the right glute. Lift, 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 and tap. Lift your chest. Lower and rest. Oh. Woo. Okay, here we are. Right heel on the chair. Heel to your left foot. Inhale here. From the creases of your hips, sit back. Remember, if you feel it in your left knee, lift your hips a little higher and then shift your weight further back. Drag the right heel to your right sit bone. We're just warming up. Come up. We don't stay too long the first time. Lift and rinse it off. Maybe you bend your right knee a little. Slowly come back. Inhale. Shift your weight back. Every time, energetically, you're putting the heel to your sit bones. Chest is forward. Ooh. Slowly come up. Bend your right knee a little if you need a break. We have last time. Inhale. Go slow, no surprises. Exhale, shift back. Relax your shoulders. For 3, 2, 1. Push the floor, come all the way up. Excellent job, everyone. Come down to the floor. Hi. Okay, let's massage those little hamstrings and all. So take your ball right under your right thigh towards, if you took your right hand and you grabbed your thumb on top and your four fingers behind, where your four fingers will be at the edge there, that's where you want your tennis ball to be, towards the lateral, okay? And now bend your left leg. And then bend your right knee as you roll forward and back. It's little. And you can turn your toes to the right when you travel forward and then back. Okay, you can turn your toes. That's another way to do it. And lift your chest up. I'm like, this is all through the back line. So I feel it going all the way through my spine as well, and then come back. You can also bend your leg, like I said before, and wherever you're going, it's all good. Don't worry about where it's hitting. If you feel, it's good stuff. And now I'm gliding, okay, over the ball. You might come to the left ball of your foot. Rinse it off. Ooh. Circle your ankle a little bit. Now the important part, you don't want to let your arms pay the price. So try to be light on your arms. Another way is crossing your ankles. Okay, again, little, gentle, but it's still effective. Now take the block and take it right below your knee, right below the knee, into the soleus. It's the muscles between the gastrocs. So if you took your thumbs and framed your tibia, that little bone you see in front of your shin, and you hooked your four fingers, those are the gastrocs. And then right below it is the soleus muscles. That's the one that like the psoas. It does a lot of work, but people don't really know that it does. So take it there and cross your ankles. Just sink into the ball. Visualize that ball is coming all the way to your bone, and maybe you wiggle your right ankle. Woo! And maybe you just wiggle right and left very little. Lift your chest, fingertips on the floor. Feel the lightness of your body. So the stronger you are, the lighter your body is, because your spine can hold itself. Once in a while, wiggle your ankles. Be proud of yourself for doing all the work, for being courageous enough. And this is how you keep your body healthy, mobile. And that's a gift you can give yourself beyond the turkey and everything else. All right, is movement. Movement is super important for us. And I always remind you, it's not that I'm super gifted, it's just that I'm persistent, because I have arthritis, I have scoliosis, it goes on and on, but I don't let that hold me back. I find modifications, and those modifications make me stronger and more mobile, so then I can continue to live my life healthily. So that's why I share everything. Go down now to the Achilles, right where your end of your muscles, and they become tendons. Usually that's very tender, so be gentle here. Allow your fingers to be soft. Breathe in, breathe out. Ooh. Let your tissues sink. Don't use muscles. Relax your knees and allow the weight to sink down like a sack of potatoes. And in your mind, I can feel it going all the way to my sole of the foot, energetically, because this is the back, superficial back line. It goes from the sole of your foot, just attempt to lift the heel up a little and see what happens. And then point your toes. Ay, ay, ay. And then eventually you'll start to feel it going all the way up the back of your body to your third eye between your eyebrows. All right, release that leg. And now you're gonna bend that knee, take the ball outside of your knee, okay? And now take your left leg behind you like we did earlier. Take your left hand over the right inner leg where the ball is, okay? And now walk your right foot out a little, like you wanna straighten your leg, and then bend. Straighten, whoa, bend. Straighten. And now you're connecting from the IT band, okay, all the way down. The glute medius will work towards the knee. This is really good for knee health. Push it down. And I press. 3. Press that right hip down to the floor. 2. 1. Slowly release it. You go to the other side. Starting on the top, if you grab your 4 fingers behind your top hamstring, start there, and then you're gonna roll forward and back, or you can bend the knee and straighten the knee. Press into the ball, and go like turn your toes so you're getting a different angle. Okay, you wanna go also through the cross fibers. If you feel very achy, like not an achy of soreness, but achy of bruise, go around that. You can cross your ankles, and you can tick-tock your left foot in and out. Oh, that feels good. See, each side is so different. Crash the ball and dig the heel down and tick-tock slow. Push in. And if you feel one area feels like it needs more, stay. Turn your nose right and left to release your neck. Sometimes that helps you to release. And I see what I'm doing with my body. I'm doing like a little wiggle, because where I'm at, if there is a little congestion, I'm doing this thing that I'm trying to release. So it's like if I find a little spot, you see what I'm doing? I'm just wiggling my hips and my chest to free that line. And always remember your connective tissue, that fascia, it's like a sleeve. Wherever your misalignment go, that's where it goes with it. And over many, many hours and years and months, your body starts to wear that shape. And that's when injuries start to happen. So myofascial release is really good because it helps to release and start again. Okay, so here we are. Maybe you go down that upper leg a little and travel up and down, but put the weight on the ball. Oh, yeah. Little wiggle. Our goal is to feel one day that all the bones are like free of any stiffness. It's like they're swimming inside of you. So the wiggle helps you to free them, like a little puppet. Your goal is to feel like you have a little puppet with strings inside of your body. Okay, here we are. Take the block under your lower leg, right between those gastrocs. Take your ankle over, just sink in there for a minute. Woo. Yeah, and sometimes when it's very tight, it's like a ping pong. The ball doesn't want to settle because there's no forgiveness in your connective tissue. So stay there and let it sink in to hydrate. Now you can also shift forward so you're not putting all your weight on your shoulders, you see? Try to be on your fingertips. And then start to circle the left ankle. Catch yourself holding your breath. And now we're going to take it to the Achilles. Take it a little lower now with the end of your muscle. Yeah. For me, I have to take my hand to press because this leg is, the ball doesn't want to stay. So I'm letting that tissue settle a little. For some of you, test putting your ankle right away over. And then, point and flex that left foot. That's nasty, but good for us. Breathe. Let it float and take the weight off your shoulders. If you work with your upper body a lot, computers, cutting hair, all of that. So try to free all of that. Good. All right, let's take it out. Go to your little 1990, the left, the ball goes outside of your left knee. Take your left arm on the floor, forearm, and now take your right hand inside of that leg. Press it. Ooh, and now straighten your leg any amount, but don't lose the pressure on the ball. Maybe you're just staying here and you're not going anywhere. Lay on your forearm, not on your hand. That's too much pressure on your shoulder. Yes. Press and lower. Press. Lower. Try to allow your body to be light. Even though you're sinking down, you're lifting up. Your bones are lighter than they are now. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Slowly release it and let it go. Okay. If you need to leave, this is a good time to leave. We're going to add one more little here for the chest. So we're going to take that ball right in front of your pecs on the left side. Keep your tennis ball close to you. Find that, and now take your left arm to about 11 o'clock. If you need the block for your head as well, do so. And now scoot your left hip forward and your right leg back. Keep breathing here. You can feel free to rock your hip forward and back. Forward and back. Breathe. Now I'm doing a little hula hoop with my hip. Do you see? Like a little hula hoop just to move and flow that energy there. Some of you can add that ball. We did it above the knee. Take it up a little. Ooh, yeah, one spot where, wherever you are, it's all good. It doesn't matter where. But if it's so intense where you can't focus on your upper body, move the ball. Play with your arm until you feel the right spot for you. Maybe your arm comes a little higher towards 12 o'clock. Maybe it goes towards 9. But can you crush the ball with your chest? And you might feel some things going on through the back body. Wiggle your hips a little. Use your breath. Don't let your breath be local. Let it be like a ray of light. Hold your breath at the top. Notice how your body, your tissue, and the ball are doming into each other, they're bonding together. Slowly come up. Now we're going to take that ball towards the psoas. So that ball is going to go over the left hip, nowhere near above your belly button, okay? So listen carefully. You're going to take that ball right down from the crease of your left hip, the crease of your left hip. Bend your right knee. Come to your forearm. You still have your block for now. Tuck your left toes under and just roll. Chest is up and chest is down. You can go side to side. Opening that psoas is really important. So you're not going anywhere, your belly, above your belly button. And then you can relax your foot. And now you can make a pillow with your hands. Not a pillow with your hands, a pillow with the block. Or you can slide your left arm, that's even better, and then rest your head. Like so. You can tuck your left toes under or drop your heel right and left. Press the ball, press the ball. And breathe and hold your breath. For some of you, the left knee will be off the floor and then down. Lift the knee off the floor and down. Do a little hula hoop over the ball. And some of you may get some adjustments in your low back and in your hip. Visualize how you're opening your back body to open your low back. The key is to press the ball. Some of you might feel a little nerve sensation. Try to breathe through it. Try to breathe through it. It doesn't always mean it's a signal to run away. Sometimes that's the gate to free the little pinchy. Press the ball, wiggle your hips. Excellent, release it. Oh, very good work. All right, last side, let's go. Pecs. Find that pec first. Pin the ball. Now shift your hips back and the right hip forward. Take your left leg behind you. Take your right hand. You need a block here for your head. Take your right hand either to 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock or 2 o'clock, wherever it feels it's needed. And that start to sink into it. You might tick-tock your hips forward and back. One side might be way different, so honor your body. Start to sink your bottom hip down to the floor. Allow your breath to be full. Breathe until you have to pause, and pause until you have to exhale. And then pause at the bottom until you have to inhale again. That's the way you're going to grow faster. Stay here, or some of you can put the ball somewhere under the right. If it's too intense, move it away and focus on your upper body now. Wiggle your hips a little bit. Try to flush whatever you're releasing in your upper body. Let it floss your body. Press your bottom hip bone to the floor. That's a great massage for the hip joint. A little wiggle in your hips. All right, slowly come up. Oh, very good. Here we are. Last one. Take the ball, come up. Take the ball right towards the crease of your thigh first. We start there. We're going to slide the right arm right under already. Move the ball for a second. Just settle here first. Shift your hips back and take the ball right in front of your thigh first. Pin the ball, pin the ball. Remember, it's not going anywhere above your belly button. And then come forward. Wiggle, wiggle until you find the right spot. You might have to scoot your chest down a little with the block until the ball is sitting right on the little pointy bone. The ASIS, the anterior superior iliac spine, the little bony hip bone in the front. That's an important area, and then go towards your pubic bone and towards the outer thigh. You can also just not move the ball, but move your hips around the ball. Breathe into your back body. And I slowly start to crush the ball, really sink into it with your tissue here. Catch yourself holding your breath. You can lift and lower your right knee. Every side is very different, so do what feels best. Slowly release. Go to your back. Oh, stay there. Take the ball under your low back and stretch it out. Breathe in and breathe out. And then move the ball out of your way. Notice how your body feels. Press your feet down. Notice the energy in your feet, hopefully more connected to the earth. Hug your knees to your chest, please. Little circles. And go the other way. Push the floor, come either to the side or any way for comfortable seat. Bring your palms on your thighs. Receiving and sharing your love, your passion, your kindness. And give yourself permission also to receive, because you deserve it. Just like you did today, when you take a block of time for your well-being, you become a better person, more patient, more compassionate, less angry, less reactive. Palms to your heart center. We'll take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much. I will see you next Tuesday. Thank you. Great job, everyone. Bye-bye.